Hey there, this is Andrew, and I'm bringing you the second half of opening a display of decks, Winds of Exchange, and Guessing the SAS. In the first the first 5, I was off by 8 SAS total, and then the 6th one, I was off by 10, which, really threw off my average. We'll see how I do here. Got 2 Berserkers in the display so far. That is, I'll tell you what, that's a lot of Berserkers. And 4 out of the 6 were special tokens, were the rare tokens. Okay, here we have Rundhelm the Lovingly Bellicose. That's kind of funny. Bellicose means ready to fight, so Lovingly Bellicose, very nice. All right, so this one is Mars, Equidon, Saurian, and we've got Rebel as a token. Rebel's a really fun, interesting token. I'm excited to see what happens because I really think that Mars tokens offer some great combo potential. 1 power is a little iffy, but we'll see. All right, starting in the Saurian, we've got Praetor Marius, some Amber control potential there. Ballistego with a damage pip, Paraguardian, Inspiring Oration, action with an Amber, exalt a friendly creature, make a token creature for each Amber on that creature. That can make a lot of Rebels. Hoplite Story, oh no. Not going to be good. And notice, the cut is a little off here too. That's okay though. So Hoplite Story gives a creature extra power. And then we have Hestatus Raptor. Oh no. How many do we have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total. And 2 of them have damage pips. Alright. That's regrettable. Alright. So I don't think this is going to be very good. We'll see. Let's see what's in Mars. Mesmerist, okay. Mix. That's great with a Mars token. Mark II Generator. Mars needs Amber. We've got Ironics Rebel. That's fun. Mars needs Amber, I think, is pretty good with the Rebels, potentially. Gliolix Weaponsmith, 2 of those. That's where we got some damage pips. Ammonia Clouds for more board control. Nizic Resonator. Okay, Ironics Banner. That's interesting because Rebel is Ironics. And this will, when you play it, make a token creature, but then it'll also give each friendly Ironics creature +1 power and +1 armor. So that makes this now resilient against autocannon, a little more resilient against Cerarium and things like that. So okay, that is interesting. And then we have Crystal Hive, which could be very nice, make those reaps extra valuable, and then Extinction with a draw pip. Extinction, you destroy a creature and each creature that shares a trait with it, and you get a chain. Okay, so that could be okay, although I still think it just seems like it's going to be too slow. All right, let's see what we got in Equidon. Visible Hand, Steward, Shrewd Investor with a draw, Unornate Talking Tray with a draw, Mass Buyout for maybe some Amber generation. We've got a Closed Door Negotiation, okay. Belligerent Guard with a damage on it. Uncommon Currency, very interesting. Whoa, out-negotiate with 3 Amber pips, that's interesting. And then Gesdrucho the Arcane. Exoshell System, wow. Play make a token creature, each friendly token creature gains elusive. So if you have that and the Ironics banner out, suddenly these things are 2 power, 1 armor, elusive, which, hey, that's a little more impressive. Still, that's a lot to ask for. And then we have Exchange Program, which that's interesting. You swap a friendly flank creature and an enemy flank creature. What do we want to swap? I guess like the Shrewd Investor. I mean, so there's some interesting combos in here. I guess there's a good amount of Amber. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 printed Amber? That's actually not very much at all. Well, I'm going to guess that this one is maybe I'm going to going to say 67. Could be wrong, but that's my guess. All right, on to the next one. This one is Richie the Watcher of Stones. We've got Unfathomable, Equidon, Sanctum, or Fish, Bugs, and Knights. And we've got Priest as our token, which is fine. Not amazing, but fine. All right. We've got Sunk Cost, Maelstrom, Kamawani, Initiation, Guilt Spine Netcaster, Crushing Deep, Adult Swim, Abyssal Sight with a Capture, Under Pressure, Kelping Hands, Illusions of Grandeur is nice, and WoE Kraken. There's some good stuff in here. I mean, Fish is just so good overall. And look, so many pips, 6 amber pips. But really, this is kind of a middling fish house, in my opinion, because it's actually a little low on the control spectrum. WoE Kraken is not a great card, although it could work with the Priest, but probably not. I actually think this is kind of just okay. In Sanctum, we've got Taxing Journey, some Amber control, Pandulf, nice board control, Membership Drive. I haven't seen anything to convince me that'll really pop off here. Nightapult, that's fun. Grand Melee, 2 Chals, couple Battlefield Evangelists, and then a Shoulder Armor with a Draw Pip, and a Light Everlasting. Oh, and one more Harmonic Ritual. It could be okay. Again, nothing in here I'm like really floored by. 3, 4 Amber Pips. Seems okay. And then in Equidon, Trading Frenzy, friendly creature, enemy creature each capture, 2 Old Tinkers, Steward, Shrewd Investor, Shopping Spree with an Amber Pip, okay. Ornate Talking Tray, Mass Buyout, Hieron with an Amber, okay, that's kind of fun. Belligerent Guard, Out Negotiate, and Flea Market's cool. Flea Market's a really cool card. But I don't think there's enough else in here that's awesome to really make things right. So we're at like 15 Amber Pips. Some tricks, but nothing amazing. I'm going to guess like a 71 on this. Surely it's enough better than the last one. Maybe I say, no, I'm still saying 71. It's probably just wrong on the last one. All right. Maybe there's a world where Hestatus Raptor is just amazing, but I haven't found that world yet. Okay, so here we go. We have Equidon, Star Alliance, and Fish, Unfathomable, Torback, Fiona, Clethrip. And it looks like we've got Explorer as the token. It's a 2-power alien. After it reaps, you look at the top card of your deck and you may discard it. A little bit of deck filtering there. So we've got a Toxicuda Venom, second one with an extra Amber Pip on it. Skullback Crab, Maelstrom, Kelpminder, 2 Covetous Hemas, okay, 2 Bubbles, that's great. Bubbles is so good. Dragnet, super good. Actually, there's a cool thing you could do here where you bubbles, Dragnet the bubbles, play the bubbles again. Obviously, Dragnet against your opponents is good too, but making sure they can't draw into good stuff can be very good. We've got Catch and Release, ooh, and then Thalassophobia. So that's some good ways to mess with your opponent's cards. Not a ton of other utility, like not a lot of hard control, but still kind of interesting. 5 Amber in there. All right. Let's see. In Star Alliance, we have Specialist Guthrak. Okay, we've got Pyro, a second Pyro with a draw. Photon Blast, another 3 Photon Blasts. I don't know about that. Future Booster, that's nice. Selective Preservation, 2 of those, too much. grunt work, okay. Camaraderie, that could be cool. And then a Techivore Pulpate with an Amber Pip. I guess that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. None of that is like amazing, right? It's just okay stuff. And then Equidon, looks like we were going to have an Antiquities dealer because we've got a Maverick Legacy Greed of Nurture. That's an artifact. This says Omni, destroy it. If you do reveal a card from your hand and choose a creature in play, for the remainder of the turn, the chosen creature gains the text box of the revealed creature. It's really important here people get confused by this. You need to have a creature already in play, and you're going to reveal a card from your hand. The creature that's already in play gains the text box of the creature you showed from your hand. So, for example, you could give a ready Equidon creature the reap effect of your Equidon creature that you're about to play, or the reap effect of, or maybe the action effect of Skullback Crab or something like that. All right, Trading Frenzy, a little bit of Amber Control, Steward, Mass Buyout. Okay, for some Amber generation, maybe. We've got Higher On, Generous Offer, that's nice. Scrap Scrounger, that's fun to get artifacts back. This one has a draw pip on it. Sandhopper is a great card. This one has a capture on it. Yeah, Sandhopper is super good. Love to see that. We've got Pull-Up Stakes with a draw on it. That's really nice. I love that with like the bubbles and the dragnet because it really means we're controlling our opponent's hand. It's just sad that yeah, I think the Starlance doesn't do enough with that. But that's really good. Then we've got Sacrificial Altar. It's an artifact with an amber. When you action it, you purge a friendly human creature from play, and if you do, you play a creature from your discard pile. Has that been... Did that get errated? Nope, it did not. Okay, interesting. Do we have human creatures? Explorers or aliens? Steward is a human. Okay, that'd be great. An Antiquities dealer is a human. Antiquities dealer has action gain 2 if you control at least one artifact. And then we have Obsidian Forge. That's fun. That's an artifact. Gives you an amber when you play it, and you action it to destroy any number of friendly creatures, and then you can forge a key at +6 the current cost, reduced by 1 for each creature destroyed this way. If you do forge a key this way, you destroy Obsidian Forge. So that can be a nice way to forge key 3. That's pretty cool. I could see that being useful, and this Antiquities dealer opens up just some really interesting alliance options. So I really like that. Overall, though, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Amber Pips. Got a key cheat, a little control, but not really enough, I don't think. So I would say I'm gonna put this at like a... It's tough, like in that 70 range again. Maybe we say maybe we say 69. All right, I could be. I feel like I'm under. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. All right, 3 more. Hoping for some shockingly good ones like the Halifax. All right, so this one probably not going to fit that bill. This is Equidon, Unfathomable, and Mars. And our token creature here is Trader, who has action, steal one, destroy trader. I like that effect. That's kind of cool. And this is called Spectre Ondrage Growth Eater. All right, starting with the fish. Flounderite. Okay, some board control. Toxicuda Venom. Initiation. Gilt Spine Netcaster with a capture pip. Fathom Reaver. Love that. Covetous Hema with a damage pip on it. Got Befuddle. That's nice. Bubbles. All right. Watch Your Step with a capture and damage. I feel like Watch Your Step is. I'd rather have Illusions of Grandeur. Most of the time. Although I guess with Trader it could be okay. All right. So left. Fizz Aloha. Interesting. We've got Plunder. That's always fun. Plunder into Befuddle seems cool. That's okay. That's okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Amber Pips. All right. Mars, Tixel Beambuckler, love that guy. Ironics Vatminder, got an Ironics Rebel. 2 of those actually, that's fun. Propaganda, more token generation. Brain Dart, okay. Ammonia Clouds, we've got a Zizok. Zizok with Ironics Propaganda and Rebels is pretty cool. You could get a great combo going there, potentially. And then Suspended Animation, that's also cool because yeah, it pairs well with like the Zizok. Ooh, and then Psychic Network with the 2 Ironics Rebels. That's nice. Would be better with like a Grunt, but I think it's okay. And then Nizek Resonator and Revo Hooligans. Okay. On to Equidon. 2 Visible Hands. So that's quite a lot of token generation. Mass Buyout. Okay. Gemcoat Vendor with a damage. Got Forced Retirement. Thoshra Recruiter. Another one with a damage pip. Belligerent Guard. Out-negotiate. Gizrahi Blacksmith, always fun. Gizdrucho the Arcane, also okay. And then Envoy of Equire. Oh boy. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think this is great. It's just okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a lot of Amber Pips, really. And Trader, so cool in theory, but I don't think it will fire that much. There's a lot of them, I guess. We can make a lot, but I wouldn't trust it. I think this is down like maybe like a 63. All right. Now, Vihan, Ornithologist of the Scathing Lot. This one is Mars, Star Alliance, Unfathomable, and we've got a Researcher token, which that is easier to get value out of because if it stays alive 1 turn, you can go off Mars and get good value because it has, so it's 1 powered, but it has Omni, reveal Mars cards from your hand, and archive it, and that's really nice for setting up power turns. All right, fish, Flounderite again, 2 Skullback Crabs, Gilt Spine Netcaster, Crushing Deep, Covetous Hema, Adult Swim, Bubbles, Timothy, Stir Crazy, So Left, Gilt Spine School. Wow, that'll create a lot of tokens fast, but they don't ready. Yeah, kind of a letdown on that fish. And then we've got Uplink, Specialist Goothrack with a capture, 2 Secura Droids, Recorded History, Pyro, Photon Blast, Future Booster, Friendly Guide, Echo Reflector, Hawkins, Quintrino Warp. Again, just kind of okay on that Star Alliance. And then Mars, okay, 2 Xanthix Harvesters, that's nice. Tixel Beambuckler, Scoop Up with a capture. All right, I'll take that. Mark II Generator. Mars needs Amber. Ironics Rebel, obviously with the Xanthix Harvesters could be pretty good. Also great with the Psychic Network. So there's good potential, good combo potential here. I mean, you can save up the Mars needs Amber, the Psychic Network. But the Psychic Network only works if you can get the Rebel, with stuff or just have stuff ready. but could work. 2 Nyan outposts. That's going to be a lot of token generation. And then we have mothership support, which could really hit. And that could be, because this can spray around to different creatures, that could be really good with the Mars Needs Amber. And then feeding pit. That's a fun time. So see the Mars. This seems like a pretty decent Mars house. So it's almost like what you really want is to run this Mars with, in an alliance. Then I just don't know if it's good enough for that, but this Mars in an alliance is probably okay. The other stuff I would drop, and I don't even want to count Amber because I don't think it's low, but I think it's low, but we'll see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10. I'm going to give this 66. I mean, if I'm right in these predictions, definitely. Well, I think certainly in terms of deck ability, this is the lower half of this display, and we'll see if it redeems itself here. Good chance actually with Prospector as the token. And this is Religerm, the Organ Scholar Rookie. That's kind of cool. We've got Equidon, Sanctum, and Saurian. And Prospector is our token. Prospector is a 1-power human. When it's destroyed, you draw a card. That's a pretty nice effect. Alright, Symposium. Exalt, ready, and use a friendly creature. If it's a token creature, you can exalt, ready, and use another friendly creature. Pale into insignificance. If you have a lot of Prospectors, could draw a lot. Legionary Trainer. Okay, got another Legionary Trainer. This is for a Scholar Alliance. Wow. 3 Legionary Trainers, 1 with an Amber and Capture. Wow, that is interesting. Whew. You get that with Scholar, and suddenly you get a lot of Reaps. With Prospector, I guess you get a lot of Reaps on your next turn, so that's pretty cool. Epic Poem, I like to see that, especially if we're drawing a lot. We probably have a good chance to set it up right with cards like Symposium, this Capture Pit, etc. Beware the Ides, 2 Aquilias, those are good targets potentially for the Epic Poem. We've got Imperator Drusilla. It wants to destroy another friendly creature when you play it, so maybe you draw off the Prospector. Tectonic Shift, if you can load all your Prospectors on the one side, that's pretty great. And Enlist New Mary. I love that card, and sometimes it's good, and that's pretty cool. So when you play it, you take control of an enemy creature with Amber on it, and while under your control, it belongs to House Saurian instead of its original house. So that's kind of a cool thing you can do. Okay, that's an interesting Saurian and potential alliance fodder because 3 Legionary Trainers. I think it's the most Legionary Trainers I've got so far. There are decks with 4 or I'm sure even 5, but 3 is a lot. Alright, Outflank. It's fine. Castiel, okay. Colonel Mariana, each friendly knight captures 1. That also could set up the Epic Poem decently. We've got Celestial Gorm, temporary artifact control, 2 shoulder armors. I like that. Light Everlasting, Grey Augur. That's cool. Oh, 2 Baldricks. I like that. Ooh, and 1 stood against many. Is there an opportunity to get value out of the... Potentially, you could get a lot of value out of 1 stood against many Baldric, but it just depends on what your opponent has. Harmonic Ritual. Again, potentially good. And in Amber so far, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's fine. Trading Frenzy, interesting. Some Amber control there. Got Visible Hand, make tokens, great. Old Tinker with a capture. Shrewd Investor, 2 Shrewd Investors, that could be real nice with the Epic Poem. Also nice as a follow-up to Mass Buyout, right? Mass Buyout, draw a bunch of cards, play Shrewd Investors. That could be pretty cool. General Zaorha, okay. Forced Retirement. Auction Off, we've got some permanent Amber artifact control, that's great. Nifflepaw. Wow, Nifflepaw. That's interesting. If you had a bunch of prospectors, you could put Nifflepaw on one of them, reap, and just keep doing that. So you're actually reaping and drawing. That could be cool. Market crash. Destroy each non-token creature. Gain 2 chains. Nice to have a board wipe like that. And then staff up. For the remainder of the turn, when any amount of amber will be added to your pool, make that many token creatures instead. Okay, that is very interesting with the prospector and mass buyout and stuff like that. So wow, that's actually that's a lot of interesting stuff. Now 3 amber pips here, so that brings us to 14 amber pips. But some very interesting stuff. I'm going to say this one's probably like a 75. So let me note that down, and then change up what we're looking at here for a second. And okay, so um, all right. The first one here is Rundhelm the Lovingly Bellicose. That is a pretty funny name. And I said 67, it's 70. Okay. That's fine. Then next one. Richie the Watcher of Stones. I said 71. 68, so off by 3 again. Okay. Not doing too bad here. Torback Fiona Clethrip. I said 69. Sass says 74. Okay, I was off by 5. All right. I'm at 11 already. That one scanned easy. Spectre Ondrej Growth Eater. I said 63 and Sass says 72. Okay, all right. Coming mostly from that Equidon. All right. Guess I'm like 20 off at this point, something like that. Then we will have V. Hahn, ornithologist of the scathing lot. I said 66. Wow, Sasa 79. Well, it really likes that psychic network. Yeah, it could really fire off. Okay. And last one, Religerm, the Oregon Scholar Rookie. This is the one I guessed the highest on. I guessed 75. Sass says 77. I was pretty close there. So, but wow, it really liked Vihan. I'll have to give that one a shot. All right, well, let's see. If I sort by date added here, how did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, down to birthdays. Yeah. Not too bad. We've got 81, 80, 79, 77. Yeah, and I think this is typical, and I think those SAS values are not too far off. So a lot of these are really good, and it'd be great to open them in sealed. And look, out of 12, we've got like maybe one or two like real duds that you couldn't do anything with, but not much. And this is why I love Winds of Exchange Sealed Alliance, because if you're opening 3 decks, your chances that one of them is going to be really solid, it's a pretty good chance. And then you're just looking at okay, how do I put this together in the most useful way and playing it? So I really think for just overall fun and ability to just get in and play Winds of Exchange is pretty awesome. You should be playing it. Cool. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and that you'll get out there and forge some keys.